So, these are my final two talking points about logical pain. I'll say them right away. Pain is probably something that has an individual limit, a point where we have just no more capacity to handle it and it resolves for us. Secondly, the experience here, in a very literal sense, like how we actively avoid it, is shapeable. We can definitely shape away from it somehow, avoid a sharp objects, fast speeds in vehicles. We can avoid pain to some extent. So, let's start with the first one. The individual limit thing came from thinking about very fragile people theoretically in the multiverse that could only handle like stubbing their toe for 10 seconds, 10 seconds of pain, and then it's over. And that has to exist, which would mean that we could be sitting here with our own situation where it's over for some of us tomorrow, in a year, in a decade. But we're definitely people who can handle a lot more than those 10-second people because we've been here for decades, us people who are my age, 29. So, um, the shapeable thing is interesting. It leads me to this theory that we might be able to push away at some point our next experience in badness at a faster rate than we age at, kind of like how we're hoping to do with life expectancy to be our first point at which we reach immortality. Um, and the shapeable experience would also have to take into account the ideas of severity and duration of the bad experience very intelligently. And severity seems to definitely be handled here as far as my life goes. I've had plenty of like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 pains, but 10 out of 10s are pretty sparing. The real unbearable pains, I've maybe only had like 3 or 4 of them in my life. Um, So, duration as well. You really, with the two things that I've factored in, with the idea of an infinite life, things probably like a few decades aren't looked at really like that much time. So, right. So those are the two ideas, real quick. That's the end of my theory on logical pain. If you liked it, share it and watch the other two videos on my channel and share all three of them if you really like it.